Interview 1.
Welcome to Cultural Conversations. Today, we're joined by Ms. Linda, an expert in cultural studies, to discuss the significance of traditional festivals around the world. Ms. Linda, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Traditional festivals seem to play a central role in many cultures. Why do you think they are so important?
Traditional festivals are important because they help preserve cultural heritage and foster a sense of community. Festivals often celebrate historical events, religious beliefs, or seasonal changes, and they allow people to connect with their roots. In many cultures, festivals serve as a time for families and communities to come together, share meals, and participate in rituals that have been passed down through generations.
Can you give an example of a festival that has significant cultural meaning?
Absolutely. One well-known example is Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. It's celebrated across India and other parts of the world where the Hindu community resides. Diwali symbolizes the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. Families decorate their homes with all lamps, set off fireworks, and share sweets. The festival brings people together and strengthens family bonds.
How have traditional festivals adapted to modern times?
While the core traditions of festivals often remain the same, modern technology has influenced how they're celebrated. For instance, many festivals are now broadcasted live or shared on social media, allowing people who can't attend in person to still be part of the celebration. In addition, modern elements like concerts or contemporary performances are often integrated into festivals, making them more accessible and appealing to younger generations.
What do you think the future holds for traditional festivals?
I believe traditional festivals will continue to evolve while maintaining their core values. As the world becomes more interconnected, we'll likely see a blend of cultures and festivals where people celebrate traditions from other parts of the world. However, it's important that we continue to honor and preserve the history and meaning behind these festivals so future generations can appreciate their cultural significance. Interview 2.
Welcome to Healthy Living Today. We're here with Dr. James, a nutritionist, to talk about the science behind healthy eating. Dr. James, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. It's a topic I'm passionate about.
There's a lot of information out there about what people should or shouldn't eat. Can you explain the basic principles of healthy eating?
Of course, at its core, healthy eating is about balance, variety, and moderation. This means consuming a wide range of foods to ensure you're getting all the essential nutrients your body needs. A healthy diet should include plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. It's also important to limit processed foods, added sugars, and excessive amounts of salt.
Many people struggle with maintaining a healthy diet. What advice would you give to someone trying to make healthier food choices?
Start by making small, sustainable changes. For example, instead of completely eliminating your favorite unhealthy foods, try reducing portion sizes or finding healthier alternatives. Planning your meals ahead of time and cooking at home more often can also help you control what goes into your food. Additionally, it's important to stay hydrated and listen to your body's hunger and fullness cues.
There's a lot of focus on superfoods these days. Do they really make a difference?
Superfoods are definitely beneficial, but no single food can provide all the nutrients your body needs. While foods like blueberries, kale, and salmon are packed with nutrients, they should be part of a balanced diet rather than the sole focus. Eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods is the best way to support your overall health.
How does modern science help us understand the connection between diet and health?
Modern research has shown that what we eat plays a significant role in preventing and managing chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Scientists have discovered that certain foods can reduce inflammation, support good health, and even boost mental well-being. The more we learn about nutrition, the clearer it becomes that healthy eating is a key factor in living a longer, healthier life.
Interview 3.
Welcome to Wildlife Watch. Today, we're talking with Mr. Robert, a wildlife biologist, about the effects of urbanization on wildlife populations. Mr. Robert, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Urbanization has rapidly increased over the past few decades. How has this growth affected wildlife?
Urbanization has had a significant impact on wildlife, especially in terms of habitat loss and fragmentation. As cities expand, natural habitats are destroyed to make way for buildings, roads, and infrastructure. This forces many species to either adapt to living in urban areas or relocate to smaller, less suitable habitats. Unfortunately, some species are unable to adapt and face extinction as a result.
Are there any species that have successfully adapted to urban environments?
Yes, some species have managed to thrive in urban settings. Pigeons, rats, and raccoons, for example, are highly adaptable and have learned to take advantage of the resources that cities provide, such as food waste and shelter. Birds like peregrine falcons have also adapted by nesting on tall buildings, which mimic the cliffs they naturally inhabit.
What are some of the long-term consequences of urbanization for wildlife?
One of the biggest consequences is the loss of biodiversity. As urban areas expand, we're seeing a decrease in the number of species in certain regions. This not only affects the ecosystem balance, but also reduces genetic diversity, making species more vulnerable to diseases and environmental changes. Additionally, urbanization leads to increased human-wildlife conflicts, where animals come into contact with humans more frequently, often resulting in harm to both.
What can be done to mitigate the impact of urbanization on wildlife?
One solution is to create green spaces and wildlife corridors within urban areas. These spaces provide habitats for animals and allow them to move freely between areas without crossing roads or developed land. Planting native vegetation, reducing light pollution, and building wildlife-friendly infrastructure are other ways we can minimize the impact of urbanization on wildlife. It's crucial that we find a balance between urban development and conservation to protect both human and wildlife populations.